Hello everyone, welcome to Materia Medica with Sketchnote series. Here in this series we are going to discuss Introduction of a Drugs written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. This series is inspired by book Materia Medica Pura written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. Drugs which are given in Materia Medica Pura are proved by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. If you really want to discover the whole Materia Medica and the magic which is there in the Materia Medica, first we need to read all books which are written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann related to Materia Medica, out of which first is Chronic Diseases Part 1, Part 2 and second is Materia Medica Pura. Read all the drugs and their symptoms as it is written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. So basically in this series we are not adding the symptoms of the drug. Here we are going to discuss the introduction, the notes on introduction part written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, and this series is particularly based on Materia Medica Pura. Today we are going to discuss the introduction part of Aconitum Napellus. So Aconitum Napellus works best for inflammatory fevers, all type of acute inflammatory fevers, and its curative power is marvelous for measles, purpura miliaris and acute pleuritic fevers. Now the thing is that when we read Materia Medica Pura, whatever words which are given which tells you the pathology of a disease or a name of a disease or a clinical name of a disease, then it's our duty to read and revise that topic again, because it gives us the knowledge about the symptoms, clinical symptom of a disease, and it helps us to select proper homeopathic medicine for given clinical conditions. Aconitum napellus or aconite works best in a case of inflammation of windpipe, that is croup and membranous laryngitis. Aconitum napellus works best in various kind of inflammation of throat and fauces. So when we read Materia Medica Pura and when we read the introduction part of the drug, you will find names of many diseases. It doesn't mean that we are supposed to prescribe this medication for that diseases. A proper case taking, a totality of symptoms, proper analysis is required for every given case. Aconite is best for local acute inflammation of all other parts, particularly when in addition to thirst and quick pulse, present anxious impatience and unappeasable mental agitation and agonizing tossing about. So after reading introduction part of Aconitum napellus, we must revise acute inflammatory fevers, all signs of inflammation in throat. So these pathological symptoms and clinical conditions, their features, also measles, purpura miliaris and pleuritic fevers. The clinical features of this disease are need to be revised. Aconitum napellus is a quickest remedy for fright combined with vexation. If we learn Materia Medica Pura in this way, it will help us to select a proper simillimum for given case. So this was all about introduction part of Aconitum napellus given in Materia Medica Pura. The introduction part which is given in Materia Medica Pura, it is in detail. It has so much to learn and so much to know, and we must read all symptoms written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, proven by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann on healthy human beings. So it is our duty to read Materia Medica Pura and chronic diseases. We will meet in next session with another remedy and another introduction of a remedy. Till then, keep reading Materia Medica Pura and keep revising clinical features and pathology of diseases. Thank you so much.